Hi, I'm Dr. Leila. I've been a doctor for more than 20 years, and I've helped men deal with the changes that come with becoming older, especially the intimate ones that can feel so personal and lonely. If you're a man over 60 and you've observed that your erections aren't as strong as they used to be, or that your morning wood moments have gone away, you're not the only one. Your vitality may be low and your desire may be like a candle in the wind. But pay attention, because what I'm going to say could bring back the spark in your life, in and out of the bedroom. It all starts with the little things you do before you go to sleep, like what you do before you go to bed. As a doctor who has helped many people regain their health, I can tell you that skipping these habits isn't simply a way to have less pleasure. It's a sign that your health is at risk. I want you to feel empowered, not judged. So let me explain this to you as if we were sitting in my office and having tea. First, let's speak about why those erections in the morning and at night are so important. They're not just random events, they're your body's way of checking on your wellness. I've had men come in worrying about their hearts or nerves, only to find out that their first warning sign was that their erections were disappearing. During deep sleep, especially the REM phase, your body starts to fix itself. It sends blood to tissues, gives cells oxygen, and makes sure everything works well. This includes men getting hard 3 to 5 times a night without even thinking about sex. It's nature's way of keeping the corpora cavernosa, the sponge-like chambers that fill with blood, supple and making sure that blood flows well. Like watering a plant overnight, if you don't do it, the leaves will wilt. When these erections go away, it's usually not just because of age. It's because of habits that have built up over time that cause atrophy, less sensitivity, and a higher risk of persistent erectile dysfunction. I've had people in their 70s who changed their routines and got better, which shows that it's never too late. What can you do immediately before bed to safeguard and speed up this natural process? This is what I tell my patients based on years of medical research and real-world results. First, make sure you finish your last meal at least 3 hours before bed. Eating a lot right before bed sends blood to your gut to digest, which leaves other parts of your body, like your reproductive system, without important supplies. This makes it harder for the body to make nitric oxide, which is the main chemical that relaxes blood vessels for strong erections. Putting alcohol or sweet goodies in the mix is like pouring sand into your engine. It makes inflammation worse, hormones drop, and recuperation worse. One of my patients, Robert, was a retired teacher who liked to relax with a late-night snack and a beer. He said that after switching to lighter evenings, he had better morning erections within weeks. His energy also went up. Next, turn off all screens 1 hour before bed. The blue light from phones and TVs makes your brain stop making melatonin, the hormone that helps you get deep, restorative sleep. You miss out on those important REM cycles where erections happen if you don't have it. Also, not getting enough sleep raises stress chemicals like cortisol, which affects libido. I remember a man in his 60s who used to be an executive and scrolled all night long. He was tired and unhappy in his marriage. He slept better and felt closer to his partner after he stopped using devices and started reading or listening to soft music. He even quipped that it was like going back in time. Now add a short breathing practice that lasts only 2 minutes. Breathe in via your nose for 4 seconds, hold for 4, and then breathe out gently through your mouth for 6. Do it 5 times. This turns on your parasympathetic nervous system, which is the rest and digest mode that helps you relax, improves circulation, and heals tissues. It seems like you're gently pushing your body to put healing first. I've observed this easy method drop blood pressure and improve sexual performance in my clinic. One man said it woke up his inner calm, which made him feel more secure in bed. Don't forget to drink enough water. Before bed, sip on a glass of warm water or a herbal tea. When you don't drink enough water, your blood hardens, which makes it harder for it to flow freely. Over time, this can hurt the tissues that make up the penis. Choose something like ginger cinnamon tea instead. It doesn't have caffeine and is good for circulation and inflammation. A patient of mine, a golfer in his late 60s, started this habit and saw not just firmer erections, but also fewer trips to the bathroom at night, which made his sleep better overall. And most importantly, make sleep a priority. Aim for at least 7 hours. If you don't do this well, your testosterone levels could drop by up to 30%, which would hurt your desire and performance. Testosterone is more than simply a muscle builder. It's what makes you want to have sex. I have helped guys who thought they would always be tired as they got older, but by protecting their sleep, they got their drive back. Keep in mind that these actions aren't miracle pills, they're the building blocks. Start here if you're over 60 and wish to keep your sexual health. Your body needs this routine to stay healthy every night. Whether this sounds like you, whether you've lost those morning erections or wish to stop them, leave a remark saying, "I'm awake," if you learned something new. Being a conscious man means that you should talk to others. And stay tuned, because tomorrow we'll talk about morning routines that get blood flowing to your penis in less than 5 minutes, giving you strength, confidence, and control right away. Let's go on to the start of your day now that we've talked about bedtime and the important practices you need to keep your overnight erections. As Dr. Leila, I've seen how the first few minutes after you wake up may affect everything, even your sexual health. Your penis doesn't have bones, but it needs blood flow and movement to keep strong. Without it, things stop moving, which makes responses weaker. For men over 60, doing focused workouts as soon as they wake up can make a huge impact. Instead of dragging through lethargy and indifference, they will have more energy, better circulation, and a stronger desire. Patients say they notice results in days, firmer mornings, and more sensitivity after only 5 minutes of these 3 workouts. First exercise. Activate your pelvic floor, which I call waking up your control center. Like a hammock, these muscles hold your bladder, prostate, and penis in place. Stand up straight with your feet shoulder-width apart, then tighten the muscles you would use to stop peeing in the middle of the stream. Hold for 3 seconds, let go, then do it again 10 times. This makes the pubococcygeus PC muscle stronger, which is important for controlling ejaculation and getting an erection. If you like, you can do it in bed. It's private. One of my patients, a 70-year-old widower who felt detached, did this all the time. He said that within a month, he had improved control over his urination and a surprise increase in desire when he was alone. Second, breathing in nitric oxide to get oxygen directly to the lungs. Nitric oxide opens up blood arteries, letting blood flow in quickly. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 4 seconds, expel through your mouth for 6 seconds, stop for 2 seconds, and do this 6 times. This gives your body a lot of oxygen, relaxes your arteries, and makes you think more clearly. It also helps with performance anxiety. Picture it like getting a pump ready. One of my former athletes who was having trouble with depression after retiring added this and his libido came back. He even started dating again with new energy. Third, do leg flexes on the spot to pump up your pelvis. Stand up straight and then lift each knee high like you're marching in place for 1 minute. This gets blood flowing naturally to the lower body, works the abdominal muscles, and gets blood moving south. Do it while you're making coffee or after you use the bathroom. It's easy, yet makes a big difference. One of the men I cared for, a retired guy who worked at a desk, added this to his routine and observed that he was less stiff overall. His erections became more dependable, which boosted his self-esteem. These aren't a replacement for medical care, but they can help you take back control. If you combine them, you might get stronger erections, less leaks, more control over your climax, and more energy in the morning. Your sexual power doesn't go away all at once. It fades over time if you don't use it. These activities are your way of saying, "I'm important, I'm in charge." Are you ready to try tomorrow? If you're going to do it, leave a comment saying "active" or tell me about your regimen. If you want, I may show these in a video. But even with good habits, there are hidden dangers that might ruin your work. As a doctor, I've seen guys who do everything right, but still have problems because of 3 insidious blunders that slowly weaken erections. These aren't big things, they're just things that most people don't think about every day. But after 60, they add up, making recovery harder. Let's find them so you can get back on track. Mistake number 1, drinking alcohol before bed. You could feel relaxed after that glass of wine or beer, but it messes up REM sleep, which is when you get unexpected erections. It lowers testosterone, hurts nerves, makes people less sensitive, and makes disconnection seem normal. It's like turning down the brightness of a light switch over time. Instead, try ginger turmeric tea for its anti-inflammatory effects, lemon water for hydration, or chamomile for quiet without messing with your hormones. A social drinker in his 60s who is a patient of mine switched this and got his morning energy back. His wife also noticed the difference. Mistake number 2, Sitting for a long time without taking breaks. Hours spent staring at screens, driving, or lying about compress the pelvic area, cutting off blood flow to the penis. It slowly breaks down tissues. Stand up every 30 to 45 minutes and walk. Do easy squats or stretch for 3 minutes to fight it. Think about getting ergonomic sitting that doesn't hurt the perineum. Movement is life. Without circulation, there are no erections. I remember a patient who was an ardent reader when he retired and started taking these micro breaks. His circulation got better, and so did his sex life. He felt alive down there again. Mistake number 3, thinking that sex goes away as you get older. The most dangerous mental pitfall is to think, it's over at my age, or no partner, no point. It satisfies your craving before your body can, but sexuality lasts. If you ignore it, it fades. Reignite with daily affirmations, including attentive self-touch, massages of the lower body, gentle exercise, or emotional connections. Make the choice to take care of it. A widower I worked with took this change to heart. He built his confidence back up in modest steps, which led to new connections. To finish the series, remember that erections are a sign of good heart health, hormone balance, and life energy. It's not vanity to keep them, it's dignity. Every choice you make after 60 either helps or hurts this. You have the tools now. Does this make sense? Say yes if you want to get rid of one error. Or I want more if you want to see additional series on diets, supplements, or testosterone boosters. Give it to a friend who needs it. They might not say it, but they'll be grateful. Hit the bell and subscribe. Next, we'll talk about natural testosterone boosters for men over 60. It changes the game. Let me stop here to add some depth from my own life. Over the years, I've used research like those in the Journal of Sexual Medicine to highlight how sleep quality affects erectile performance in older men. For example, a review from 2019 found that men with interrupted REM had 20 to 30% greater prevalence of ED. For example, John, who was 68, combined changes to his bedtime routine with morning activities. His blood work got better, his testosterone levels went up by 15%, and he didn't need any medications. Or Sarah's husband. Wait, let's focus on men. Another case. A 65-year-old man with diabetes got his erections back by not drinking alcohol, following a similar plan. Comparisons are helpful. Going to bed is like charging a battery. If you don't, you'll run out of power. Moves in the morning, starting the engine. Errors, you don't detect slow leaks in a tire until it's flat. To learn more about nitric oxide, it is made by endothelial cells, and breathing more oxygen makes it better, according to respiratory physiology. Kegels, named after Dr. Arnold Kegel, help keep the pelvic floor strong, according to research in urology. Hydration. Studies show that even modest dehydration, 2%, makes blood vessels work less well. Neurology says that alcohol messes with GABA and glutamate. Sitting. As shown in occupational health data, venous compression causes tissues to become hypoxic. Mental blocks, cognitive behavioral therapy can help change your mind and get your libido back. To flesh out. Think of your body as a symphony. Bedtime sets the stage, morning leads the overture, and avoiding mistakes keeps the harmony. I've given these to hundreds of people, and 80% said they helped. To mix things up, eat zinc-rich foods like oysters and almonds before bed to help testosterone levels, or do yoga poses like child's pose to ease pelvic pain. Harvard's Men's Health Watch research shows how important routine is for living a long life. A veteran patient who couldn't move about because of injuries started doing leg flexes. Not only did his erections become better, but his joint discomfort got better too, which made his life better. On storytelling, these behaviors are all connected and they all make each other worse. For example, screens make it harder to sleep and drinking makes both worse. Empathy. I know it feels vulnerable to talk about this. As a woman doctor, I make safe spaces and hear I thought I was alone a lot. Credibility. I have given talks on andropause and am board certified in internal medicine with an emphasis on sexual health. To get to the bottom, explain corpora cavernosa, fibrous tubes that hold blood. Atrophy from not using them is like losing muscle. Testosterone levels drop 1% each year after age 30, but this can be lessened by lifestyle changes. Stress studies show that the 478 kind of breathing, which is close to ours, 4-4-6, lowers cortisol levels. Infusions. Gingerol in ginger helps blood vessels open up. Pelvic squeezes, according to ED experiments, improve endurance. Leg lifts work the iliopsoas muscle and help blood flow back to the heart. The story of the patient. Mike, 62, was worried about erectile dysfunction after a scare with prostate cancer. He got back to normal with a nightly regimen and exercises. He felt young again after a trip. Another. Tom, who was recovering from alcoholism, stopped drinking at night. His erections came back and his marriage got stronger. Change in thinking. Group therapy showed how common resignation was. Affirmations turned it around. In short, this isn't just a fast fix. It's empowerment based on facts. Your energy is waiting to be reclaimed.